Hello, my name is Cynthia, and I'm a career specialist here at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library's Career Center. And today we're going to walk through how to apply for a United States Postal Service position, the Assistant Rural Carrier. But before we get started, we want to make sure that you get your job search notebook to record your registration information, such as your username, password, date applied, and any additional instructions or information that you might need regarding this process. You will need to upload several documents in order to complete this application. You're going to need your updated resume, cover letter, and a summary of accomplishments. And if you're unsure how to craft any of these documents, please contact us at 225-231-3733 or email us at llee@ebrpl.com. Other items you will need to complete this application are your social security number, your birth date, place of birth, email address, phone number, job history specifics such as your supervisor's name and phone number, and the physical address of the job, most recent education or training, date completed, and degree, diploma, or certificate received, and three references, their name, title, and phone numbers. Now, let's begin by going to USPS.com. Okay, at the address bar here, you're going to type in USPS.com, and it should bring up this screen right here. And once you're here, you're going to scroll down, go all the way down. Okay, until you reach USPS Jobs and click on Careers. Great. Now let's look at career opportunities and click on Search Jobs. We're going to go to Louisiana, since that's the state we're living in at the moment. Click Louisiana, and we're going to click Start. Now this shows all the available jobs that are currently taking applications for. And so we're going to click on the Assistant Rural Carriers position in Baker, Louisiana. We click on that. And there are four pages of information here. And you want to look through all of that information. Be sure to read all of it. It's vital information. It's going to tell you how to apply for the position. Okay? Made the screen a little bit bigger there. And once you've read all this information, then you can click on Apply. Then ask, do you already have an account? If you already have an account, then you'll click here. If not, then you will, of course, read this information. And this is interesting right here. So we are always on the outlook for talented and motivated new employees that can contribute to these, it should be to the success of our company. Come and have a look in our job and career pages. You can find important information about our company and current employment opportunities. If you're interested in a job, you can apply directly for it online. Now, here's the interesting part. If you cannot find a suitable job, but would still like to work in our company, you can register your details with us. We will contact you as soon as an employment opportunity arises that may interest you. So even if you don't see anything that you're interested in, or even in the state that you're interested in, apply anyway. Now, your login ID must consist of at least 6 characters. Now, they're using login ID and username interchangeably. Now, your password must contain at least 15 characters. That's a long password. One uppercase character, one number. The first 3 characters cannot be identical. Right, so we're going to put our first name here, which is Nathan, Nathan. Our last name, Woodhouse, and our username is going to be N period WOODHOUSE 2. Okay, our password is going to be capital N 4567, capital W OODHO. Let's start over. Capital N 4567, capital W OODHOUSE #. Great, and we have to do that over again. So it's going to be capital N 4567, capital W OODHOUSE #. Great. Now it's asking for our email. And our email is N period WOODHOUSE 9990 at yahoo.com. We also have to repeat that. N period WOODHOUSE 9990 at yahoo.com. Now let's scroll down. Again, you want to make sure you read all this information. It's critically important that you have a valid Yahoo email address or a valid email address, period, because this is the way they will be contacting you. We're going to click on the register button to see if everything has been accepted. Wonderful, excellent. So now we're moving on to the application wizard. Now, according to the instructions, it takes about 90 minutes to complete this application. So if you have time, please do so. Okay, that's for our first name. It's already populated that. Woodhouse has already populated that. Birthplace is Baker, Louisiana. Okay, and the street address, 3235 Groom Road. Of course, the country is USA. The state is Louisiana. The city is Baker. And the zip code is 70737. Okay, great. And now, is the mailing address the same as residence? Yes. Okay, great. So it filled that in for us. Okay, now it's asking for our phone number. And right here above that, it says phone numbers must be entered using the following format: number, dash, number, dash, etc. So the phone number is 225-456-6789. Okay, great. Let's move forward. Okay, let's see if we can click the next page. Click. All right, work experience. We're interested in your work history. Have you been employed in the past 5 years? Yes. Okay, great. Please provide your work history. Select Add button for each period of work experience to provide a history of your employment, starting with your present position and working back 5 years. Okay, so we click Add here, and we're going to put in our employer's name. Diamond Solutions. Great. And they ask, is this a government type position? No, that doesn't apply here. Okay, and the start date was 06//2017. And the end date, now let's see if it'll allow us to type in present. Okay, and the street address, 4500 East Andover. Oops, too many D's. Andover Lane. Okay, and the country, USA, of course. The city, Gonzales. And the state, it's Louisiana. Okay, click. Let's move down. We're gonna move this bar down slowly so that we don't miss anything. Okay, and our zip codes. Okay, and the telephone number to this employer is 504-327-5512. Okay, and the supervisor's name is Andrew Gibbs. Reason for leaving. Now they give you 5 options. Fired, quit after notification of intent to fire, voluntarily resigned, laid off, unemployed. So it doesn't give you the option to even put currently employed, but you have to put something there. This is a quandary. Let's see, we're going to complete everything else to see if it'll allow us to pass that. See if it's going to recognize this word present. Okay, our salary is $16 an hour. I'll just say hour. Okay, and the reason for leaving, okay, we're not going to do that now. Job title was route delivery driver. Great. Now, right here is something unusual. It says transfer, not add, but transfer. So in order to transfer this information onto the application, you have to click transfer. Now let's see if it's giving us a problem. Invalid end date. Let's just not put a date at all. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if it still says that. Enter valid end date. Okay, so we're going to put a date in the future. We're going to say 12/2025. and click transfer. And now it's highlighted the reason for leaving. We're just going to put voluntarily resigned. Now, I think this is a glitch in their system, but we don't have the ability to correct that. We're going to move on to the second question here, because they asked for 5 years, and we can put in another one. Of course, it won't allow us. All right, let's move down forward. Fill all required entry fields. Okay, we will do that. Are you current? Are you a current United States Postal Service employee? No. Are you a former United States Postal Service employee? No. Are you a current or former federal employee? No. Maybe contact your present employer about your character, qualifications, and employment record. Absolutely. Have you ever been fired from a job for any reason? Absolutely not. Have you ever quit a job after being notified that you will be fired? No. Well, let's see. We're going to try transfer again. Okay, wow. Okay, it allowed us to transfer the information. And now we're going to add another job, okay? Great, but it wouldn't allow us to do that until we finish those questions. So that was good to know. Every application is different. Just be prepared with all your information and be ready to answer whatever question they have for you. Now, second employer is Lightning Shipping and Supply. Okay, and no, it's not a government job. No. Okay, the date started was 05//2014. Date ended that 06//2017. Okay, the street address for that particular job was 2301 Bard Avenue. The country, of course, was USA. The city was Baton Rouge. The state was Louisiana. Go down, click, and the zip code 7802. And supervisor's name was Bernie Walker. Telephone number for Mr. Walker. And we're going to continue to put in all our telephone numbers in the format that was previously requested. All right, reason for leaving. Okay, voluntarily resigned. Okay, the salary there was $15 an hour. Great, and the job title was delivery dispatcher. Great, let's move forward. I'm gonna put in just a couple tasks that we did. To commercial and residential customers in the Baton Rouge area. Okay, let's click on, let's answer, make sure we answered all these questions. Double time, just double checking. Great. I think everything's been answered. We're going to click transfer. And now we have 2 positions there. That definitely covered the 5-year history that they were looking for. We're going to click on next page. Education and training. Which courses of studies have you completed? List all the courses of study you have completed. Okay, we're going to add our associate's degree here. Okay, we went to the Baton Rouge Community College. Our start date was 01/2013. Our end date was 08/2015. The address was 45 Community Drive. Uh-oh. Something's going on there. Okay, and the country, of course, is USA. City, Baton Rouge. And the state, we're going to select Louisiana, of course. And education type, 2-year associate. Great. Subject was retail operations management. Okay, and so we're going to give a description of some of the courses that we took there. Merchandising and design, consumer, trends, products and inventory, branding, international business, and planning. Great. So we're going to click transfer. Wonderful. And now we're going to move to the next page. General eligibility. Please answer the following questions to help determine your eligibility for employment with the US Postal Service. Are you one of the following a United States citizen? And I can answer yes to that, so I will and move on to the next question. Do you receive or have you applied for retirement pay, pension? I can answer no to those. Have you been awarded a contract with or do you work for a contractor of the United States Postal Service? No. Are you a male born before December 31st, let me reread that question. Are you a male born after December 31st, 1959? Yes. Have you registered with the Selective Service System? Yes, of course. If yes, indicate the valid 10-digit service number below. Verify your registration with socialsecurity.gov or registration office, blah, blah, blah. Your selected service number. Enter 10-digit number excluding dashes or spaces. Example, 8652467812. Okay. Are you a current user of any illegal drugs? Absolutely not. Does the Postal Service employ any relatives of yours by blood or marriage? No. Next page. Great. Now it went down to the bottom. Again, this is just a glitch in their system. Are you able to communicate in and understand the English language with or without a reasonable disability accommodation? Yes. Do you have a valid state driver's license? Yes. Have you held a valid state driver's license for the past 2 years? Absolutely. In the past 3 years, has your driver's license been suspended or revoked? No. In the past 3 years, have you been convicted of reckless or careless driving? No. In the past 5 years, have you been convicted of any driving related conviction involving the use of drugs, alcohol, or controlled substances? No. In the past 5 years, have you been involved in two or more at fault accidents? No. In the past 5 years, have you been convicted of a hit and run offense? No. Okay, let's move down, make sure we've gotten everything. Great. Let's move to the next page. All right. Veterans preference. Now, we already know that we have no military service, so this is going to be really quick for us, these 5 questions. Have you ever served active duty? No. Ever been discharged? No. Do you want to claim the 5-point preference? No. Do you claim a 10-point preference? No. Do you claim sole survivorship preference? No. Next page. Cover letter. Great. Now this is the cover letter. But first they want to know, where did you find out about us? The website, of course. Now, second question has popped up here, and they want you to tell them specifically what website. USPS. Let's create a short application cover letter. Here, you can provide more detailed explanation about why you're interested in the job. Great. Now we're going to look at our cover letter. Nathan Woodhouse, Baker, Louisiana, 225-456-6789. I'm going to put in our email. It's too many nines. 0@yahoo.com. Great. September 3rd, 2020. Dear Postmaster General, I am responding to the Assistant Rural Carrier ARC position listed on your website. My background, oops. Okay, great. Go back down here. My background and experience be an excellent fit for this position. I have the required qualifications and 6 years of experience as a delivery driver. In addition to excellent customer service skills. The United States Postal Service is one of the most important institutions in our country and has always provided invaluable services throughout the globe. Oops. Throughout the globe. It has an excellent reputation for customer service and diligence to mission. I would love to be a part of your organization. My background, proven customer service skills and safe driving record would benefit its goals and operations. I look forward to meeting you in person for an interview. Sincerely, Nathan Woodhouse. Great. Let's review that really quickly to make sure that we have everything we should. We have our name, our vital information, city, state, telephone number, email address, the date, your address. Great. Okay, wonderful. All right. We're going to move on to the next page. Okay, attachments. Do you want to supplement your data by adding attachments? You can attach electronically stored documents to supplement your data. If attaching requested military documentation, please attach it under the Veterans Preference tab. That is not what we'll be doing. We will be attaching our resume though. So uploaded document must be less than 2 MB, I guess that's megabytes, and any of the following document file extensions. Okay, so let us add our resume. We're going to add our resume here. We're going to put our thumb drive in the computer. And we're going to, okay, let's see. This is the resume. We'll double click on it. Great. Okay. Okay, this says resume. Okay, attachment type. Okay, resume. And here we choose file. We click under USPS drive. We click Nathan Woodhouse resume. We click open. And there you'll see it's populated here. And we click transfer. Invalid file format. Okay, let us correct that. Okay, now we saved it. We had saved the resume as a Word document. It wouldn't accept it, so we saved it now as a PDF. We're going to try it again. Okay, great. to click USPS. Okay, let's choose Documents. And right here, and then we're going to click Open. And click Transfer. Okay, wonderful. It accepted it as a PDF. Wonderful. Now we're going to click Next Page. Summary of accomplishments. Create a short summary of accomplishments in the section below. These are one of the things that you had to, that I mentioned earlier, that you will probably have to do. Create a summary of accomplishments. Now we're going to put down all the information that we think matches up or lines up with the job duties for the assistant rural carrier position, or that we think is very important for them to know what we've accomplished. Selected as employee of the month twice with first 18 months of employment. Loaded and loaded, sorted and delivered packages on a timely basis in all weather. Let's take the space out there. In all weather conditions. Suggested and accepted new procedures for handling cash management based upon education and training. Learned new computer program through own initiative by volunteering to stay an extra hour per day. Represented manager in her absence to address customer service issues, received deliveries, and ensured they arrived to an appropriate location. Informed customers of any changes and assisted, whoops, where am I typing? And assisted with new procedures. Okay, great. Now let's click on our reference tab. We want to add, and you want to make sure that you have contacted these individuals that you're going to use as references to give them a heads up and let them know that they may be getting a phone call, and also to discuss with them what type of job you are applying for and what would be the best information to give that potential employer that would help your chances in getting the job. So the first name we're going to put down here is Andrew Gibbs. His title is manager. His phone number is 504-327-5512. We're going to save that one. Great. We're going to add another one. It's Bernie Walker. I'm going to tab down and get to the title, which is supervisor. And the phone number is 225-327-5513. We're going to save that one. We're going to add one more. Okay, and that is Bob Barkins. Tab down the title, supervisor. And Mr. Barkins' telephone number, 225-772-1255. We're going to click Save. Okay, great. And that adds that to our application. And we're going to go to Next Page. Authorization and Release. Should you be considered for this position, the following is required for a background check and to determine suitability. Other names, you want to tab below, list all the names you've used in the past. Now, if you've only used your name since you were born with that, then this doesn't apply to you. Or if you've been living in the same address for the last several years, last 5 years, then this also doesn't apply to you. And for us, this does not apply. We've used Nathan Woodhouse since we were born, and we've been living at the same address for the last 5 years. So what we're going to do is click on Next Page. Great. Privacy Act statement, sex, race, and ethnicity. Let's scroll down and see if it allows us to look at the entire. Okay, great. So that is all of it. So let's look to see if there are any asterisks here. And it says your information will be used to support personnel research effort. Collection is authorized by 39 U.S.C.401, et cetera, et cetera. Now it gives you the option of non-selected. Here it says sex, male, female, or non-selected. Are you Hispanic? Again, non-selected. That's an option. Race, origin. It doesn't give you the option of non-selected. So you have to choose something. Great. So we're going to choose that. And we're going to go to the next page if it allows us to. Right. Great, great, great. Send application. I certify that all of the statements made here in this application are true and correct to the best of my knowledge and are in good faith. Okay, Nathan Woodhouse does. Right here, you will see I would like to release my profile so that my data can be considered for other job opportunities as well. Great, absolutely, click there. To submit your application, click the Send Application button below. Let's click it. Send application. Great. It says, thank you for applying for employment with the US Postal Service. Your application was sent. Attention, assessment required. To be considered, I think this should say for this job to which you have applied, you are required to complete an online assessment. The assessment must be complete within 72 hours from application submission. Detailed information about the assessment process will be sent to the email address used in your candidate profile soon after application submission. So you've got to check that email soon after to see had they sent the assessment. Great. Now, just a word about the assessment. The assessment examination, there is no cost associated with these tests. No test vendor should require you to pay for a test or examination for the United States Postal Service. If the job you applied to requires an assessment, you will receive an email from the testing vendor to invite you to complete the assessment. If you have not tested previously, you will need to register for an online testing account. Not everyone who submits an application will be invited to take the assessment, but each job posting has a predetermined number of applicants who are invited to complete the assessment. Invitations are issued on a first come, first serve basis. So that's why it's vitally important that you check your email. Again, there's no fee associated or should be associated with these tests. Thanks for watching. If you have found this video helpful, please like it and to subscribe, and be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. Thanks for tuning into the Career Center's YouTube channel. We wish you well on your job search journey.